interested in continuing the chat, sure, SuperCoach is a YouTube channel, so same deal. So yeah, if you want to come over and continue the chat. Yeah, I really like Ollie Dempsey's R3. I think he's looked great. He sort of started the year well, got quiet a bit, but he actually has had like a second wind. Comes up the ground real nicely, good mover, can take a grab. I think we've found a player there. But yeah, good luck for this week. It's going to be a tough one. But yeah, I've hopefully got to most of your questions. I do have a video up on my TikTok just sort of addressing what I'm doing and my advice for all those players that are injured/suspended. So yeah, hopefully that can help you out. But we will roll over to YouTube right about now. So yeah, I might chat to you then. Cheers, guys. Have a good week. What's going on, YouTube? How are we? On amusement, straight off the bat. What a man. Good to see you, mate. It has been a rough week for us in SuperCoach, hasn't it? An absolute shocker. Tough times, no doubt. That is for sure. G'day, mate. Bulldogs are so good at football, he says. Look, they had a bit of a stinker, didn't they? With all these injuries, should we go conservative by trade? Wilmins. Hey, Lucas, what's going on, mate? Hamish, have Gawn and Grundy with one trade left and Kruger in the wings. Do I trade out Gawn next week as I'm out of trades this week or hold till he's back? Yeah, that's tough. I'd probably... Do you have Luke Jackson? Can you cover him that way? Look, I'd lean towards holding, but that is a bit of a predicament. If you can swing Jackson for cover, then I probably would. Josh, hey, Shorty, can't believe we beat Sydney. Best game I've been to. That's awesome, mate. Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise for me too, particularly when you guys were up and about, but then when they just went nuts with like Heaney and Warner just kicking goals, I was like, Jesus. But nah, rip a win. How about that Rowan Marshall bounce? That was nuts. Angus Monfries style. Hey, Luke, what's going on, mate? Yeah, I'm pretty good, thank you. Second week of holidays, so things are going well. What were your thoughts on Adam Simpson getting sacked? You said last week that Adam Simpson would be coaching West Coast next year, and the next week he is sacked. I don't know if I said he would be coaching next year. I think I said I thought he would coach the rest of this year. But yeah, look, I think probably if you had asked me again after his press conference after the game on the weekend, the writing was sort of on the wall. I thought they might have just run it through the course for the rest of the year, but things happen quick in footy, don't they? When the writing's on the wall. Obviously, he'd checked out a bit, and they came to the decision that it'd be more beneficial to the club to go with someone else for the time being. So it's a pretty damn good coaching career, to be honest. So, he's done well. Norwich, hello, Shorty. I'm not happy about Simpson being sacked. I think it is pretty poor choice considering that West Coast don't have a good list at all. I think it just happened at the wrong time. So that's interesting. Are you a West Coast supporter? Because I sort of think Simpson's been there for a long time. He's taken them through a bit of a rebuild, but I sort of think the time's probably right for them to move to a new voice and really make that transition from Simpson's team and era to the next. Always awkward when it's during the season, but I can see why they've done it. Amusement, it's chilly with large precipitation in Sunshine State if it makes you feel any better. Yeah, fair. Thank you, mate. Look, I was up in the Sunshine State over the weekend. Luca, hey, Shorty, got 3 trades. What do you think I should do? I have Gawn, Miller, Rankin. Yeah, like many of us. In my cash league, I'm versing 20th and 18th in the next 2 weeks. Well, I'm guessing, given you said that your main intention is to win your league, so I would trade Miller and I'd hold the other 2. I think if you can cover Gawn with Jackson, that's ideal. But I think Miller hasn't even been going that well, so he'd be a trade for mine. Rankin, 4 weeks is a long time. I'd like to think with 40 trades at the start of the year that we could have a 23rd primo Maybe that can be an F7 to cover Rankin for some of the time. Charlie Curnow, something like that. That's my plan. But yeah, I think if you're invested in the league victory, then yeah, maybe that's fortunate in the timing that you can get hopefully a couple of easy wins, even with some casualties. Magpies, Shorty, last week you questioned me saying Nankervis was good in Supercoach. Form he silenced you. No, I never said he was no good. I just said if I had to trade someone, it wouldn't be for him. And I certainly stand by that. I think he's a good player. He's been consistent. Like, what's he averaging this year? He's averaging 113. He's had a great run over the last 6 weeks, but people can run hot, and if you believe he's running hot, then go for it. But historically, he's averaged 104, 96, 93, 82, 74, 98, 88. So he's rarely been a bloke that's gone this big. Credit to him if he keeps it up, but I'd feel safer going with someone like Brodie Grundy, Tim English, or Tristan Cherry. But thanks for the receipts. Luke McMahon, and I've heard some rumours that Brad, Supercoach Pro, or Shorty will be caretaker coach at West Coast. Yeah, mate. Maybe a co-coaching arrangement. Maybe we both take him on board. How do you reckon that'd go? Scars, Shorty, is it worth getting Stewart? Well, he's definitely back in form. So if you're looking for a cheaper alternative down back, then yeah, absolutely. He's made a bit of an adjustment to his role, and he's looking much better. Jonas, here we go. Hey, Shorty, latch yourself onto any piggies up the coast. Oh, there is a story from a nightclub, but I don't know if I can. Don't know if I'll share it. Ended up at a beach. Lucas got Kruger for Gorn, so going to bring in English, then trade Humphreys for Fraser. Then next week we'll probably trade Miller for Rosie. Then one trade left to bring in 23rd Primo. Look, I like that, mate. The only suggestion I would make is bringing in Rosie this week. I don't know if you can shuffle things around, and maybe you can hold off on Gorn just for 1 week because his price obviously won't move, and address the ruck situation next week. I know that'll mean you'll have to have Kruger in your side for 1 week, but Connor Rosie's break-even's 14. So he's under 500K at the moment. He's 495. You leave that 1 week, he could be 550, 540, maybe more if he goes 150 plus again. So that's my only thought I would say there. Oh, yep. And then you say thoughts. Yeah, well, hopefully that helps you there, mate. Tiger Ray, reporting from Bali, Shorty. I am cooked with outs and also sick as a dog. Not been a good last couple of days. Oh, mate, that's no good. Have a good time. Sounds like it hasn't been the best of times. What is it, the old Bali belly, mate? Or have you eaten something that hasn't quite agreed with you? Keep us updated with PG details. Luke, also, Shorty, who do you think will replace Adam Simpson? Oh, gee, I've got absolutely no idea. I get the sense they'll probably try to get someone like Dean Cox, but he seems relatively settled at Sydney. Yeah, I don't know, to be frank, but sometimes we have those experienced coaches floating around. I don't know if they are. I wonder if Ken Hinckley thought maybe a change of scenery might be a play. But yeah, I don't have a great insight. Amusement bringing up Goulden. I'm thinking I may, depending on scoring, I may bring in Goulden later in the year. Wouldn't that be something? Kai, when will we find out about Heaney? It should be at some stage tonight. So there's a live blog up on the AFL website if you want to keep updated. So 23 minutes ago, after 60 minutes of evidence, the tribunal is off to deliberate. Stay with us on afl.com.au. Hopefully verdict's not far away. So obviously all the evidence is done and they're just deciding. So in theory, we could find out in 5 minutes or 50 minutes, depending how long they take. I would imagine it's probably going to be closer to 8:30 than 8 o'clock, but we'll see. Hey, Mitch, what's going on? Shorty, why didn't I see you at the Sunny Coast Cup? Well, I was floating about, mate. I mean, Oh, Jesus, my voice nearly goes on me. But whereabouts were you hanging out? Because we missed race 1 because the Uber took a bit longer. And then I was there for races 2, 3, and 4. Got up on that thing that the big favourite, I think it was race 2. Got up just. So, well, that might have been another race. But anyway, yeah, I was there for a bit and then it got rained out. Did it get fully cancelled or did it just get delayed a bit? Because we did make the call to leave because we were going to watch the Cats. But Luke, and what did you think of the Cats game? Really hoping for a win Friday night against the Magpies. Yeah, me too, mate. Look, I thought the Cats looked really good. They certainly responded. I mean, down in Geelong, they can often look quite good. I feel like we look much more set up down back and behind the footy. We look a bit more settled there. But it'll be really interesting to see how we go against Collingwood. I think that'll tell us a bit more. Amusement. Simpson is like, Bevo, done absolutely great stuff for the club, but a new voice is probably due. I love it when amusement comes in with a bit of seriousness, and I tend to agree, mate. I tend to agree. Luke, do you think Simo will coach against Brisbane on Sunday? No. Sounds like he'll be done. So, yeah, I don't think there'll be any sort of send-off or anything like that. They'll, I would imagine, have an interim coach. But, yes, I haven't watched the press conference or anything, so I don't know that for 100% sure, but I would imagine there would be an interim coach. Some assistant coach will probably take the reins. Josh Martin, when should I use my last trade? If I don't have any long-term injuries, I will make finals. Look, if you got one and you got a complete primo team, I'd just wait until the last 3-4 weeks of the season. Just wait. If something bobs up at a nice price, like when Connor Rosie bottomed out, or there might be a premium that gets injured early in the game, comes back and, really plummets in price, you might be able to jump onto something like that. But yeah, I would, with that one trade, either hold it until you need it for an injury, and maybe that'll be crucial come finals, or finding a 23rd or 24th premium, whatever your side's sort of looking like. Amusement, Lob and Karmas versus Kerno and Mackay. Who wins and why don't you believe in Kerno and Mackay to kick at least 1 6-pointer? Yeah, that's interesting. That's without Jones, that's very interesting. I wonder how they'll combat that. And I feel like Kerno and Mackay, particularly Kerno, he'll be hungry for some goals. Jack, feed some chicken nuggets to a couple of piggies and lure them with some cruises. Jesus Christ. Yeah, plenty of cruises were had on the weekend. Norwich supports Melbourne. Hold Gorn, I reckon, because I have heard rumours that he's going to talk to our medical staff so they could reduce the injury to 1 week. How helpful would that be? A terrible week we've had. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be crucial. I did hear that, yeah, it's probably 2 weeks tops. So hopefully, yeah, 1 would be amazing, but even 2, you'd take 2. Jason, Shorty, has Gold Coast recovered from your visit? Yeah, true, mate. No, it was fun. Plenty of fun. Went out in Maroochydore. Can't say I've done that before, but no, it was a really good time. So certainly going to take it relatively easy. I was down in Lawn last night, but yeah, I think now I'll just be watching Wimbledon for the rest of the week, and obviously Demon Oars on tomorrow night, so it's a big game. But yeah, and then yeah, just sort of lap it up. I've got a few life admin type of things to do, which is always fun, but just got to sort a few things out before we go back to work. Luke, I would love to see you both coach West Coast. You would go 7-0 or 6-1. You're very kind, mate. Very kind. Norwich, what about McKercher? Oh, yeah, he's a good option for sure. I mean, he's pretty nicely priced. I wonder, where is he priced at? See, I've held him all the way through, but certainly that role that he is playing is just beautiful for SuperCoach. Obviously, Fisher will come back, but they have scored good points in the same side. Actodon, thoughts about Sam DeConning with the new role? Yeah, I really like it, actually. At first, I was like, he just doesn't look like he fits the bill. He's not that physically intimidating or throws his weight around. But he's actually built into a really versatile, high possession around the ground type of guy. And he looks more confident. So I actually like it. So I just wonder, I still think Toby Conway is going to be our main Brad Otten's Shane Mumford type of ruck, that big body guy. But it wouldn't shock me if De Koning chips in and can be like a midfielder, Mark Blitzarv style, but split his time in the forward line if they need, or the back line. That's the hope. If he could be, even like a roaming wingman, it's really interesting where that could go. So, exciting. Jonas Shorty got some jellyfish action on the beach down the coast. Pentos, so Shorty, where would I be without you, my glorious and stunning king? Oh, you're a funny man, mate. You're too kind. Great to see your name pop up, mate. Without your fine SuperCoach tips and your gorgeous stature, to be quite frank, I don't know what I'd do. Oh, you crack me up, bro. You're a funny man. Always a pleasure to see you in the stream, mate. Jack says, no Jackson, got Gorn, Rankin and Heaney, obviously, as everyone does, but thoughts what to do with 2 trades. Rank is 1,400, want top 1K and coming first in both McCash leagues. Yeah, well, nice season overall, mate. No Jackson. Look, I think in this situation, Heaney's a hold for sure. It's 1 week max. He might even get off. I would try and can you get Luke Jackson in just in case Gorn does go down for 3 weeks, worst case scenario, or, because he's at a pretty good price. I want to see his price. Like, I haven't really followed his price super close, but he has been a little out of form. He'd be around 510, wouldn't he? Oh, shit, yeah, he's 470. So I wonder, can you bring in Luke Jackson just to give you that coverage? Maybe that's a 7th forward for you with ruck cover as well. And then just see if you can hold Rankin, because I think with 2 trades left, I wouldn't want to burn them both. But yeah, I think if Jackson can come in and cover Gorn, maybe you've got some rookies that can cover you in that forward line. I'd be hesitant to leave yourself with 0 trades at this stage. Pentos, yes, mate. Good to see ya. Tiger Raywalt, think I might have eaten something that hasn't sat right with me. But what can you do, Shorty? Oh, mate, I'm feeling for you, bro. That's not what you want when you're on holiday. That's a shocker. I don't know if you remember, but last year or earlier this year, I went to Airlie Beach and just came back with bloody glandular fever. I was cooked. So it does ruin you. I hope you've still got a few days up your sleeve. So hopefully you can come good and still have a good time. Norwich, Treloar is a must-have, I reckon. I think he's at a great price. He'll probably fall again. Break even of around 140. The only thing I would say, so I've been weighing up. In fact, I'll put this to a poll. So they'll both drop to roughly similar areas in price, given nothing crazy. Goulden or Treloar, which way would you go? Now, I will say with the one thing that I was leaning towards, and I'll let you guys vote, but Sydney have a pretty good run tagger-wise. Now, this is the stage of the year where, like you guys were doing with Dan Curvis before, you can really hone in on the run home. And if we look at Treloar, potential matchups, doesn't mean it always happens, but they play the Blues. Could Chincotta go to him? They play the Cats. There'll be no tag there. They play the Swans. James Jordan. Will he go to Treloar? Melbourne, I doubt there'll be any tagging. Adelaide, again, probably doubtful. Then you've got North Melbourne, who they'll definitely tag Phillips with him because he did the job the other week. And then the Giants have been really applying a fair bit of pressure to the opposition's best with Toby Bedford, who shut down Walsh on the weekend. So I just wonder, does that come into your thinking? And on the flip side, if we go Sydney, and Goulden sometimes does cop the tag, but it's probably more so been Warner. They've got North Melbourne, so I wonder where Phillips will go. Sometimes Dunkley will tag at Brisbane, but it's not normally a super hard lockdown. The Dogs, they don't really tag. Port, don't really tag. Collingwood, don't really tag. Essendon, occasionally Durham might have a bit of pressure on the opposition, but not really. And Adelaide, we didn't really assign a tag or two there. So let me know if I'm missing anyone, but that's my only issue. And it's a very close battle between Goulden and Treloar, 53% going Goulden at the moment. So, very interested to hear your thoughts there, guys. Luke, do you think Stuart Dew will coach the Eagles next year? No, without knowing fully, I wouldn't think so. It's not like he did an amazing job at the Gold Coast. I don't think he'll get a second chance so soon. Jason Hansen or Gene Syracuse, a new Eagles coach for me. There you go. It looks like a man who's got a bit more insight than me. Thank you, Jace. Pantos, thoughts on Toby Conway's shower head? Look, mate, I'd imagine he'd run into the thing a fair bit. He's a tall unit. But Norwich, so Heaney will get suspended just for an accident. Well, look, I don't really want to see him suspended. I feel like it was a genuine accident. Jostling for position. There was no malice in it. It wasn't like he threw it back. It was just, I hope he gets off. But that's kind of where we're at. It's unfortunate, but it's inconsistent. It's hard being a player these days. I mean, it's different when we're protecting the head in a tackle. I understand why we go hard on that, but this is, I don't know. I didn't see it as a malicious thing that should miss weeks and miss a Brownlow potentially. Charlie, shorty, my trades are gone for Tom De Koning. And I can't see your other comment, but hopefully that pops up later. But yeah, that's a good trade. I think De Koning's certainly very much in form. G'day, D-Mac. What's going on? You hanging around for the quiz later, mate? We'll do the quiz probably at about 8:40, I reckon. Pentos, I don't know if this is just me, but I reckon Amusement Productions just needs to lock in. Oh, mate, we're always asking for more from Amusement. We always are. Magpies, my team's over praying at least one of Rankin and Heaney get off. Yeah, fair play. Well, I don't think Rankin will, so it's got to be Heaney. And Switkowski is F7. He is one guy that I brought into my draft team. He's had a really good 5 weeks. Probably not one that I'd entertain for Classic, but is in good form. Charlie also talks about Gene Syracuse. Well, he's that sort of guy who's just been assistant coach for years and years. So that'd be cool if he got the job. Luke, shorty, I'll see you tomorrow for the long overdue reward. Yeah, true. 12 out of 12 in the quiz, mate, 100%. That'll be cool, mate. That'll be cool. Pentos, if your house was on fire, what would be 3 things you save from the blaze? Geez, well, obviously the first things would be my housemates. I'll be checking to see if they would be okay. What else would I? Obviously my sex doll. No, that's a joke, guys. That's just a joke. Geez, that it's always a tough one. I don't really have any like memorable photos or anything like that. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think in reality, I would just get the fuck out of here, make sure everyone's all right. And I'm looking around like there's nothing there's a bit of stuff on my laptop, I suppose, with videos and files and stuff that I sort of need. So maybe I'd grab the laptop and my phone because, obviously there's some stuff stored there that if you lost it, you never get back. But shit, most of the stuff with deep question, mate, I like it. Most of the stuff's pretty replaceable. So I'll just be making sure I get the hell out of here. Let's hope so, Luke. Mitchie, yeah, mate, called off after 4 races. Fucking huge day. Back, Black on Beauty was the horse, mate. Yes. Go you good thing. And yeah, I was up there for the weekend with a mate as well. Never stopped pissing down. Yeah, can't believe I didn't see you, mate, because I was mainly hanging around pretty much at the post, but just back sort of that undercover area, and then just waltzed around and got a little pizza. And yeah, pretty much once it started pouring down, we're only going to stay for another race and then head off to watch the cats. But yeah, it was still cool. I enjoyed going, but yeah, not quite the full card. Luke, VC and C options. I'm thinking Walsh because of what happened with Rosie and Butters. Thoughts? Look, you'd be expecting a Walsh response. I mean, I can't go past Nick Dacos against the Cats. Our midfield's pretty weak, so I'd be looking at him for sure. And then, you've certainly got to consider the form of Luke Davies-Uniacke, Marcus Bontempelli. I think they're probably a couple of names that I would look at. But yeah, they're probably the way I'd be looking at it. Norwich, could you see the Sunshine Coast Airport from where you stayed? No. So we stayed in Mooloolaba. So we weren't quite right on it, but no, couldn't quite see it. Pentos, who's winning the Sydney to Hobart boat race? Oh, mate, outside my pay grade. Sorry, mate. I would not have a clue. Wouldn't have a clue. Any updates on this tribunal case? Still deliberating. Scars, Shorty, do you reckon I should trade Tuke Miller, Alex Sexton, and Joe Richards for Caldwell, Stewart, and Humphreys? What are your thoughts? Any recommendations? All very good inclusions. I'm guessing that the fact that you can trade Richards and Sexton suggests that you don't have as much carnage with Rankin and a few other guys. So hopefully you've dodged that. But yeah, they're all good inclusions. Caldwell's a gun. He looked fantastic. Humphreys, good job security, I reckon. And Stewart looks to be back in good form. So, no, I couldn't argue with those inclusions, mate. The only thing I would say is, make sure that you're well-equipped to dodge the carnage if you do have Gawn or anything like that. But looks like you're doing nicely. Now, Goulden looks to have had it by 59% to 41%. So, thank you for your votes there, guys. That's interesting. It's interesting. Luke, I'm being genuine now. The interim coach will be Jared Schofield. Interesting. Oh, the Papaw ointment or Paw, however you want to say it. What are your thoughts on the Pies potentially playing Elliott this week? Did not know that. I thought he was out for a little bit longer, but look, fair enough. They probably need a bit of firepower in that forward line because they are well down. So, as we were saying on TikTok, mate, I hope you don't go too well on Friday night. But like I said, I think they'll play finals. I really do. Jonas Chris Scott should be arrested for derelict of duty. Manor 179 M forward. Not centre bounce relevant, but role was good. Came in as the extra mid. 14 tackles, was hungry as a piggy after a 40-hour famine. Yeah, it looked like a good role, didn't it? And I was sort of feeling similar vibes with Colton Tholstrup. That half forward who comes up to the stoppage. It's nice. Nothing worse than seeing our players get left in a pocket or stranded to the real forward 50. So, no, he looked good, and you'd imagine he'd hold his spot. Oh, SuperCoach Pro, what's going on, mate? Yo, Short Dog, how's that, Mo? When's the kicking bid coming out? Yeah, how are you, mate? Good to see you. As you may well know, I've been in the Sunshine Coast. So, yes, it is in my plans to upload the vid some stage this week, but you know me, things take a bit of time sometimes. So, yeah, I've got a couple of free afternoons coming up, so I'll do a bit of work on it. And I'd like to think later this week or next, but I'm always hesitant in making promises. I'm just going to whack the heater off. It is bloody hot in here. Give me one moment. Shorty's overcooking. Goodbye, Skibbity. Yeah, it's a bit toasty in here, guys. A bit toasty indeed. Might even let some air in. Nice. What's Norwich got for us? Before the live started, I could hear a little meeting going on. No, I'm not a sticky beak. Luke Jackson is a must-have when Sean Darcy is injured. Fair play, mate. When, which meeting is this? Gee whiz, what's he uncovered there? Yeah, Sean Darcy should miss a little bit, so that'll be very helpful. Zyjax, what's going on, mate? Hope the holidays are treating you well. Kai, if to trade Rankin, who to? for a forward. Also have Gawn. Well, I think Luke Jackson, if you don't have him, because you want to cover Gawn in that way. Otherwise, we're probably looking at a guy like Dylan Moore, Jai Caldwell. But otherwise, just the main suspect. Still deliberating. Jeez. One's taken a while. Taken an absolute while. Steve Chandler. Should I hold McKercher? Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. He's looking great. He's certainly a fantastic option for your you're covering your back line and your midfield potentially. Jack, have Rowell as M9, starting McKercher over him. Yeah, fair play. Thanks for that info. No worries. My team name is Chos FC if you wanted to have a proper look and have a look that way. No ruck cover. Nice, mate. All right. Well, thank you. I think that's a good call having Rowell's M9. He's certainly a bit out of touch, but I think handy to still keep him in your side because he could come good at any moment. He's just a bit off right now, that's for sure. D-Mac, 5 trades left. What is better, outranking Took in Jackson/Trelaw? Kruger is cover for Gordon. I just call him Gordon for Gawn, or outranking and Richards for Jackson, 102k loop. And next week, Took to Trelaw, 23, and covers Gawn. Let me just dissect that one. Yeah, I like the second one. I think. I feel like, Trelaw's going to come down in value anyway. To get that 23rd is really good. Get that Jackson cover. Yeah, I'd go the second one. Oh, but there's one less. Yeah. I like the better structure. I think even though it's losing an extra trade, might help you down the long run as well. Josh, is Kerno a VC option? I mean, he's every chance to go bang, but I think there's better VC options. Like for a bloke who's in really poor form, he comes up against a backline that he could get on top of, but I'm not one to put that much faith in him going off. But, he's always a chance to go big when he is up against those sorts of backlines. Norwich, Neil Bullen is our tagger, by the way. Is there any way I can see all the teams that have taggers? Yeah, has he been tagging all the time? Like, did he tag on the weekend? Because I know he did a job on Dacos, but I wasn't sure if that was a permanent thing. And I don't think so. It's more of just a feel thing. Like, if I go through all the teams, like, where are we? Adelaide, not really. Dunkley, sometimes at Brisbane. Chincotta, Carlton. Collingwood, not so much. Essendon, sometimes at Durham. Freo, Hayden Young sometimes, but not always. Geelong, rarely, but sometimes Mark O'Connor when he's in. The Suns, not often. Sometimes Rowell will apply some defensive pressure. You got Bedford at the Giants. Hawthorn, what used to be McGuinness, but not so much now. You mentioned Neil Bullen and Melbourne. North Melbourne, Will Phillips is doing the job. Port Adelaide, not really. Willem Drew sometimes. But yeah, not always a hard tag. Richmond doesn't seem to be a hard tag going on at the moment. St Kilda, again, Marcus Windhager, but he's out. Sydney, James Jordan is well noted. James Rowbottom sometimes as well. Jordan sometimes goes to those halfback flankers. West Coast, not often. Elliot Yeo is sometimes defensively minded, but it's not really a hard tag from what I can gather. And the Dogs, not really from what I can gather either. So hopefully that gives you a bit of an idea, but sometimes it does change, and it is hard to get a read on it. Pentos, thoughts on good quality wireless Bluetooth headphones? Cause for me personally, they have been a goated investment. Yeah, I must admit I'm similar. I was a bit slow to the party, but my mate gave me some not long ago and been very nice. Acid said, thoughts on Kruger covering Gawn? I'd prefer to get a premium. Obviously, it depends on your trade situation. If things are really, really tight, then some cover's better than a zero, clearly. But I'd prefer Jackson or an English, a Grundy, or a Cherry, or a Nankervis for those out there pumping up his tyres. Dubs, if Kruger is an emergency in my forward line, will he cover Gorn? No, he'll have to be in your ruck department. So I don't know if you've got flexibility with a 102k ruck on your R3, but yeah, he'll have to be in your ruck department. Pentos, I reckon having great quality pajamas is a must. Look, controversial, but Shorty's more of a birthday suit kind of operator. In fact, let's put that out there. All right, very interested to see what you guys have to say on this one. God damn, we're getting behind on the comments. Flag Blues, out Took and Gorn. Yeah, fair enough. Look, I definitely agree on Miller. I'm looking to hold Gorn, but every team is different. Jonas Neil Bullen will run with Zachy Ferret this week. Who knows if he mans him in the centre bounce or just runs. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, maybe Neil Bullen is a bit more of a tagger than I thought. Luke, Shorty, what other club? Really? Fuck. Just with the breaking news and updates there, Heaney has been upheld, so he will remain missing a week. God damn! Let me see if I can get a little extra clarity. Still deliberating. What the fuck is this guy doing? Yeah, there you go, you guys. Tiger Rewalt, Magpies, yeah, still suspended. So there you go. That is a huge talking point, and I'm really surprised about that, to be honest. But here we are. And the birthday suit at 65%. Wow, I was halfway through Luke's questions. What other club do you think will depart from their coach at the end of the year? Look, I think Port Adelaide. Otherwise, just looking through them now. No, I don't think any others. Unless the Dogs really ended poorly or had some shocking finals losses, maybe. But yeah, I don't think there'll be many. Nicky Vlosten, Daddy. Hey, Shorty, I've got Rankin and Gorn. I've got Kruger at R2. Do I trade Rankin because it will be heading over finals? I've got one trade left. Don't ask me why. Let's have a look. Look, again, yeah, if you are really gunning for those league wins, then yep, I would probably do that with the. I mean, depends what cover. Yeah, I don't really want you to be left with no trades, but look, if you've got poor cover on your bench to cover Rankin, then yeah, you probably got to pull the trigger because clearly, you know, that will impact your hopes on winning finals against your mates. So maybe you're just going to have to hope that you don't cop any more long-terms or injuries, which would take a bit of luck, but we'll have to see how we go. Flag Blues out doing DoorDash. Rachel, Goulden, clear. Yeah, fair play. He got up. Jonas, if Rakin gets 3, keep. If he gets 4, trade. Yeah, fair. That's a valid point with him colliding with the SuperCoach finals. Jonas goes on to say, surely don't forget your favourite tubes. Oh, God. You're a bad man. Pentos, who has the best profile picture in the live stream, in your glorious and humble opinion? I'm just looking at your dog there. Look, I'll keep an eye on it. I can't say I can see the profile pictures super well unless I really zoom up, but happy to give a couple of nominations from you guys out there, and I'll take a look when they pop up. Magpies, Rankin and Miller to Sinclair and Rosie. Yeah, both really good inclusions. And like I said, individual team just depends, but they are good inclusions. Pentos, thoughts on captaining Logan Evans? Oh, now we're just losing the plot now. Oh, Jesus, that was fucking loud. Poor. Hey, Queen, did you miss me? Oh, always. I think McStay is playing VFL this week. Jesus, that's impressive. Wow. Did not expect that. Norwich says just a little update on the blog again. Yeah, there's not much going on. Luke McMahon, when do you think? Well, there you go. Sounds like he's playing VFL this week. I was hearing that, yeah, probably around 20, but there you go. DMAC, Ben Funky Miller, get him in. Benny Miller. Hoodie, what's going on? Shorts, keeping up with Wimbledon. Yeah, been watching a bit of Wimbledon. Not as much as I would like because I was at the Sunshine Coast over the weekend. But yeah, watched the Demon last night. And yeah, after this, I'll be watching it as well. So yeah, I've got the Stan Sport, so it gives it a bit more flexibility. Big match tomorrow night against Djokovic. Pentos, get the rig out. Maybe one day. Does Shorty have skibbity aura? Oh, you guys can make that decision. Norwich, I wish I was over cooking because I am ice cold. And yes, I heard a high skibbity. Did ya? Oh, shit. This microphone's better than I thought. Hey, Jess. Can you hear me? I'm going to ask her the poll question. She'll probably hate it. I'm doing a poll right now, and the poll is, do you sleep with pajamas or naked?
Why are you asking your sister?
It's just, I sleep naked. Not my brother. It's nothing weird.
Is this poll optional?
No, it's not optional, no.
I sleep in underwear.
There you go. Now run away. Get out of my room. See ya. Damn freak. Charlie Shorty, you gave Luke Ryan bad luck. I know, didn't I, mate? As soon as I brought him in, he's been no good. Well, not quite as good. He was knocking out 150s. Can't take a trick. Scars, cheers, Shorty. No worries, mate. Lucky I've held on to Sweet as backup ruck. I've got Manor and Dowling to fill in for Heaney and Rankin. Nice. I think I'm most proud of the fact I've still held on to Dempsey. Yeah, look, there's always a bit of worthwhile time in holding some of these guys. Like, you just never know when it can come back and help you. Like, look at Darcy Jones. There wasn't much value in trading him out, and now he might help me a lot. You know, it doesn't always work that way, and they are dead weight, but sometimes you just never know. Pentos Bros definitely looks maxing right now. Scars, have to decide whether to keep him or trade him when it's right. Yeah, fair play. It's still a couple of big decisions to go with our finalisation of our team. Paul, if Geelong win on Friday, I'll be the newest pitch invader. You going, are you? Look out. Yes, I'm keen. I'm going with some work people, and some of them are Collingwood supporters, so this could be interesting. Hopefully they don't see the crazy Shorty. Jonas, Shorty, would you rather Mentos or... You are a nutcase. Jack, apparently Heaney didn't get off. Yep, there you go. Heaney out, says Alex. It's all coming through. Magpies, is it okay to have McKercher on field in my final team? I think so at this point. Wait and see how much McKercher and Fisher combine. I think it'll work well, but let's wait and see. We've only had a 2-game sample, but I think it's okay for the moment. But let's not forget, he's super young. There will be times where he does have quieter games. I'm sure he'll get a little bit more attention now that he's playing such good footy. So, yeah, it'll ebb and flow. Jack, have you ever had a man? You're not a man till you've had a man, as my uncle used to tell me. Look, not something Shorty dabbles in, but, hey, no qualms for those who do. Very political answer. Nikki V. Hey, Shorty, you might not know I've got a cheeky second account. Do I keep Took Miller? Oh, that's very cheeky. Nah, get rid of Took. Get rid of him, mate. Geez, they have some funky emojis from Pentos there. Luke, you reckon Heaney will go to the appeals tribunal if he doesn't get off, Shorty? No, I think they'll just accept it, to be honest. don't feel like we'll cop anything further after he just had that upheld. No worries, Norwich. Thanks for your questions, mate. Clifford, Will Richards, Fraser, and Revel hold their position, Shorty. Look, I think Fraser will. I haven't been watching Revel as closely because he's not in my team. I'm not sure. I think Richards is really a big chance to be dropped, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't say when they're not in your team. I probably don't follow them as much, but Jonas, Shorty, your butcher would have done a way better haircut than the Look, I must admit, I don't love it. Yeah, I don't look around the sides, good, but it's this bit here. It's sort of I don't know. Well, I don't know. Pentos, yes, one of my random questions made it into a poll. Yeah, exactly, mate. Norwich currently got the laptop charger over my face right now. That's how cold I am, mate. Where are you from? What's going on? Tiger Red. Oh, yes, here we go. Heaney. Yes, Heaney suspended. Oh, Wimbledon will finish on Sunday, Luke. Rocky, thoughts on Gorn out for Caldwell, putting Jackson in the ruck position from forward line, 5 trades left. No, I don't think so. I'd find a way to get Caldwell in another way. But I think if you've got Jackson, he's not a good enough R2. So he's a forward cover, or he's a forward option as a ruck cover. But I think find a way to get Caldwell in, maybe not that way. Look, okay, now that Heaney's suspended, if Fisher doesn't play, am I done and dusted? Look, I think I'm holding. It's 1 week. You know, you might trade on the longer term ones like your Rankins and Millers, but I don't think so. Poor. Yeah. I mean, I just thought it was a fair question. I mean, shit. There's nothing wrong with that. Looks like birthday suit at 60% too. There you go. Yenchi, what's going on, mate? How are you? Good to see you. Dora the Explorer. Holla, sexy Dora. Can you say Donda hasta el mape? I don't know how to speak that thing, but hopefully that was a reasonable version for you. Norwich, Pov, Studi playing AFL 23. Luke, what were your thoughts on Damien Hardwick's comments after the game on Saturday? Yeah, a bit strange. I kind of liked him in a way. I thought it was good to see, really raw comments. We don't always see that, but yeah, I probably thought he would have copped a fine, but there you go. Pentos, who's winning the Euros semi tomorrow, the Spanish or the French? A totally uneducated idea, but we'll go France. Got no idea, really. Yeah, Kai's not happy. Jeez, the natives, they're restless about Heaney. No good. Poor. If Collingwood managed to win, I'll pay someone all of my money, 34 cents. Norwich, Fraser was the starting sub, and you can't really trust Bevo. Well, that's true. I was mainly going off the fact that they do have a lot of outs, but I mean, you're right. Any of those rookie types, they are always a chance. Even something like Sean Manor, fantastic game on the weekend. He's still a chance to be subbed this week, or he still could be out of the team in 2 weeks. You just never know. Magpies, my blocker name might need to happen with all the forwards out. Shorty F6. Oh, the blocker. Yeah. Mate, bring me in. I'm from Nunawading in Melbourne. Oh, right. Yeah, it's fresh at the moment. So I'm in Geelong, if most of you guys probably know that. But yeah, tough times. Luke, do you reckon the Suns and Giants will make finals this year, Shorty? I think the Giants will. I don't think the Suns will. I think they're just dropping too many games that they shouldn't on the road, and I don't think they're quite ready. So, which would be disappointing. Be disappointing for them. Pentos, the quizzical on in a short time basis or I think we're talking about when is the quiz on? About 5 or 10. We're nearly through all the questions, so I'll put the code out pretty soon. Liam, just traded in Rankin and now it's time to get rid of him. Oh, mate, that's a killer. Look, I've got Rankin. I'm going to hold. I'm going to cover him with Darcy Jones or Tholstrup for 2 weeks, then cover the rest of it with Charlie Curnow. Cutting it fine. But, look, how many trades you got? Some teams will be able to cover. Obviously, if you're going for overall, you're gunning it for that, probably trade. But I'm trying to make sure I'm set up for a really good round 23, 24, 21, all those types, rather than just a good round 18 or whatever. Hello, sexy Dora. Yanchi, what are your top 3 meats, Shorty? That's a good question. Look, chicken is clear cut. There's probably no surprises there. I'm going to give second to pork. Now, are we throwing like ham and bacon in there as well? I mean, ham's not really. Lamb and beef doesn't do so much for me. Look, I'm going to throw bacon in at number 3. Jonas, what does Clary, the big snort, average for the rest of the season? Got him stuck at M8. All these injuries and suspensions, can't trade him. Look, I would think he averages 90 for the rest of the year, but he's had a couple of shockers the last 2 out of 3, hasn't he? So I don't know what's going on. Like, I didn't think he'd get back to his all-time best, clearly, but I'm really surprised at how poor he's been just finding the footy. I thought that would happen earlier in the year, but he seems to be getting worse. So I'd say 90, but gosh, if you can find a way to get rid of him, please do. Quiz will be, I'll probably put the code out in about 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll start it shortly after. Suns don't deserve to play final, says Luke. Hold me to this, Shorty. West Coast will beat Gold Coast in round 21 at Optus Stadium. All right, mate. We'll revisit that one. They cannot perform away from home, can they? Which is often a really good gauge of a team's development. Norwich, the Suns need to grow the fuck up. Yeah, wasn't that hectic? Jay Troop, what's going on? Not too much, mate. Just cruising. Getting ready for the quiz, and then we're going to watch Wimbledon, mate. I'm looking forward to it. Pentos, would you rather eat bacon for breakfast and receive $8.7 million or eat goose livers for breakfast and lose $500? Look, it really seems clear cut. I'm eating bacon and getting millions and millions of dollars. That seems pretty clear. Actor, do you reckon Treloar or Bont gets the Chincotta tag? I think Treloar. So I feel like Bont would just drag him forward. And I know Chincotta's played backline, but Bont seems to fit in that category of it's hard to tag him. Doable, but hard. Where Treloar, sometimes when you cop a tag and it does work, like Phillips, like we saw with Butters, like we saw with Tom Stewart, once it works, other teams are like, well, we can get this guy from 35 touches to 20. So I think it will be Treloar. What's the quiz on? Just footy stuff, mainly stuff from the weekend, but sometimes some historical stuff as well. Pentos and Pawpaw. Luke, do you like Damien Hardwick, Shorty? No, not really. No, I don't. No, I'm not a major fan. Hey, Harvey, what's going on, mate? Hey, where's Baggers these days? Where is the lad? Is he just a Wednesday operator? How you been, Harvey? Anyway, hope you've been well. Jonas, can Jess get some scissors out and stream them, fix your fringe? Thoughts on hat hangers? Nah, not something that I've dabbled in too much, no. Oh, geez. You guys are characters. Yes, there was one from the Saints and Sydney game. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, there is one. I'll get this going now, guys. So yeah, if you're new to this one, a buzz cut. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look, the hair, I'm open to ideas. I don't know. I don't have the strongest hairline going on, but it's workable. But I just would be honest with me. Is it too long here? Are we agreeing here? I don't know. I'm not sure I'm about it. I hope me barber's not watching. So yeah, you guys, I would say know the drill, but if you don't, this is where you got to go. And I'll get you a code right now. 3760739. There we go. Get stuck into it. J2, hair looks good, Shorty. Same style as... That's reckless. Pentos, does Shorty perchance have a Rolex? No, not a watch operator, mate. And I don't think I could afford one either. Anyway, Harvey, yeah, good, mate. Just been happy the last 2 days with the Saints win. Yeah, mate, how good was that? What a thriller. Were you there? Luke, how long will you keep the Mo for? Look, mate, I think it's the play at the moment. I've had some good comments about it, and I think it's here to stay for now. So there you go. Perhaps a skullet, says Pentos. When's the car stream, says Magpie. I did one last night. I was on TikTok in the car, mate. Poor Paul put it into pigtails. Oh, Cameron, mate, what's going on? How are you? Shorty, mate, look at the carnage. My ruck line is the only line. I decided I have no cover, and our TDK is a test, is he? And I already missed one and then gone out for 2 to 3. Yeah, mate, it is absolute chaos right now. Look, I'll have a video out on YouTube later in the week discussing some of this stuff, but I did put up my thoughts on TikTok today about how to approach it. But yeah, probably one of the tougher weeks that I can remember in terms of SuperCoach carnage. Harvey, even though there was only 30,000 there on Sunday, probably more than half of those were Sydney fans. It felt like 45 to 50K when we got up and about. Yeah, that was so good. Kicked 5 goals and then Sydney misses in the last quarter, especially Papley's miss. Yeah, mate, that doesn't get much better. It must be hard when you're dedicated to your footy and not the full supporter base show up, you know, like it must be hard. You're like, just turn up. The team needs you. But, yeah, keep rocking up, mate. I think the Saints have given you some tough times, but we got to stick with our club. You got to keep turning up. Flag Blues, who to swap for Toot? Got 625. Need to keep a bit of coin to upgrade Kruger. All right, well, if coin's important, then I'm linking Tom Green, probably Chad Warner, Matt Rowell, if we're really looking to save coin. Caleb Sarong, maybe you could wait a week. That should pocket you another 10, 15K maybe. Something to think about. D-Max working the skullet as well. How aggressive. Kai, I reckon the razor shaved, bald, and leave back. Oh, mate, this is gaining some traction. J-Tube, any new birds on the run scored us? No new birds. There was a couple of interactions on the holiday, but nothing in the Geelong region. So, yeah, just chilling for now. Magpies. Oh yeah, I didn't see that I couldn't make it. Oh, that's all right. That's all right, mate. Yeah, just this one for the rest of the week, but we'll have our preview out on Thursday, I think it'll be. Harvey, yeah, I was there. Nice, sitting in the cheer squad, even though I don't have membership for there. Just wanted the experience. Almost got killed by a flag when he kicked a goal. This guy was about 10 years old in the front of me, just swinging around like crazy, was he? That's nuts. I would imagine the cheer squad will be a pretty interesting environment. Pentos, I reckon Shorty back in the day was a go-to Cluedo player. Oh, Cluedo. Look, here's a game for you. Rummy Cub. Has anyone heard of that? It seems to be touch and go. Connect 4. I like Connect 4. Big fan. Bird's nest. Harvey had this huge flag and was waving it aggressively and almost got killed. That's a hectic time. Luke, tell Langers not to hide at the club tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last time I'm working the footy department. Oh, really, mate? Okay, well, hopefully you get to see him. J2, plenty of yummy mummies on school holidays duties. You're a dangerous man. Connect 4 is top 5. Yeah, definitely. Oh, English or Spanish. Jeez, this is ringing some bells from the TikTok. We got 18 in the quiz. We got 46 in the stream. Come on. Normally we get 30 in the quiz. Come on. Yeah, is good fun. I like Uno. Alex, I heard they call you Shorty the Shagger, mate. Seems like it hasn't passed on in the family. Oh, Joey. Is Joey lacking Riz? Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. Oh, mate. Oh, shit. Just dropped me lip balm. Pentos, thoughts on yachts. Funnily enough, my first ever sports journalism article, I got a job at the paper in Ballarat. budding sports journal. I thought I'll write about footy and cricket. How good will this be? First ever story, the boss was like, mate, there's this rowing or yachting. No, it was yachting, like sailing or something. This competition on the lake. I need you to cover it. I'm like, I don't know the first bloody thing about fucking yachts, mate. So I just had to try my best here. These people in the live stream don't want to play because they know I've got 2 weeks in a row. Pentos, he's feeling good. He's feeling good. J2, strip poker is always a good icebreaker. Luke, ball games or video games? Shorty. Oh, definitely ball games. Definitely ball games, mate. Paul Pentos, I'm going to take you down. Trouble. Oh, the old trouble from GRB. Might be the final call for the quiz code. We got 21 in there. I reckon we'll just let that ride. I think there was a couple of tough ones in there. Yeah, big fan of Filippo Harvey. I was a big fan before all this on the weekend too. I think he's been a bit harshly judged. Give you 3 minutes, Luke. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? I'll give you 3 minutes. Bit of a last-minute research here from Luke. Yeah, I think he's been given a bit of tough love, but he's a young man, and I think there was a bit of extra pressure on him because you had all that talk about him coming in the draft, doesn't lack confidence, Marcus Bontempelli type, overhead, this and that. And not all of us are Harry Sheasels who just come in and dominate straight away. I think we saw a fair bit from him, and I still think he'll be a superstar of the game, and I think he'll be in a lot of SuperCoach sides next year. Oh, Luke, you'll be right, mate. Give it your best. Have you won a quiz since the 12 out of 12, Luke? Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're looking for a response? J2 Dimmer was very worked up today at training. Tell you what, that for free. Oh, you're at training, were you, mate? Look out. Look out. Oh, you won last week, Luke. Shit. Sorry, mate. Gee whiz. Look, we're going to give the other Luke till 1 hour and 4 minutes on the live here, unless he tells me otherwise. He asked for 3 minutes, and I'll give him that. Chairs, Div 12 Resis, mate. I would love to. I know Caden McDonald, Kados, from school. Not well or anything, but I know him. And actually messaged him. And we had a couple of messages back and forth. I feel like he may have just been being polite, but at one point he asked what position I played. So I was like, hang on a second, am I a chance here? But, mate, if anyone can get Shorty a Guernsey for that, I'll go to wherever I need to go. That would be an absolute awesome time. Harvey, I think he needed to go back to the VFL. He played every game last year, every game up until he got dropped. Yeah, fair. I think sometimes that's okay, and that happens, hey. He did look like he responded and took it really well. So that's what we like to see. J2 in the sponsorship. Nice, mate. That's awesome. You enjoy it? Nikki V, haven't done a quiz since I've won. Were you returning? I hope you're returning, mate. J2, so get a watch training. Oh, nice. That's awesome, mate. That's pretty cool. You might have the ones to go the old scout report for the preseason, mate. Wilmer, thoughts on Bolton? 3 trades left. Got Miller, Gawn, and low on cash. Still a rookie on field. Bolton's not the worst, cheaper option. Look, maybe if you can just hold out a touch, Charlie Curnow will be very cheap. I'd prefer him, but maybe you've got to pull the trigger now. With 3 trades left, would I trade Gawn? Do you have Luke Jackson? I would trade him if I didn't have Luke Jackson, but I'd also try and bring Luke Jackson in just for that purpose as well. Day costs of Brownlow. He's every chance. Ches, I've been putting in a shift in the comments to convince him. Yes, mate. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Luke's in. Fantastic. There we go. Nice, Toop. Nice. Yeah, that's... Don't forget it. 1 hit lifestyle up there. Yeah, sick. Yeah, that's pretty cool, mate. Nice one. All right, let's start the quiz. We got 30 in the end, so that's awesome. Thanks, guys. Let's start it. Good luck. Gawn in a moon boot. Jeez. No, I think Gawn will probably be 2 for sure. Maybe 3. In the Pies loss to the Bombers on Friday night, who had the most possessions for them? Was it Steele Sidebottom, Jack Crisp, Nick Dacos, or Scotty Pendlebury? So can Pentos get it done? Can Lukey Mack go back-to-back here? It was Steele Sidebottom who had 34. Dirty D-Mac, Paw. Free Simo, Norwich, and McCuzzer. Nice. Nice start there, guys. Question 2. Eventually winning by 12 points, what was the greatest margin GWS trailed Carlton by on Saturday night? 42 points, 36 points, 39 points, or 37 points. Crazy game, that one. Just massive swings in momentum. Biggest margin was 39. Again, a bit of a split. Okay, so it could be a bit of a tough one, this quiz. Pentosa, Ches, Libba, Lukey Mack, Harvey. So who's on top? Scars, Lukey Mack, McCuzzer, Big Wang Shorty. Jesus. Crazy scenes. In what quarter did Isaac Heaney's incident with Jimmy Webster, pretty sure it was Webster, which currently sees him suspended, still does. What quarter did that happen? First, second, third, or fourth? Feel like most will probably get this one. Happened in the third. Yep, most people got it. Oh, excuse me. Harvey, D-Mac, Lukey Mack, Riz, and Vloston Daddy. So Luke will be close to the top. He goes to first. Nice. McCuzzer, Harvey, D-Mac, and Riz in 5th. Question 4. Adam Simpson's coaching tenure at West Coast ended today. How many grand finals did he coach the Eagles to? 3, 2, 1, or 0? How many people are going to watch Demon Or tomorrow night? Hopefully he's on at a decent time. If it's a little 2 a.m. job, that's going to be rough. 2 grand finals. Yes, most years are getting that one right. 1 flag, 2 grannies. D-Mac, Dirty D-Mac, and then D-Mac, Shorty's Supercoach hookup, Harvey, and Libba. So Libba's into 4th. Lukey Mac, Harvey, D-Mac, and Scuzz in 5th there. Nice, mate. Question 5. North Melbourne defeated Gold Coast on the weekend, recording its first win in Melbourne since when? Been a while between drinks. Round 10, 2023. Round 22, 2022. Round 14 in 22. Or round 1 in 2023. So good to see those North fans get to experience a victory once again. Live, that is. It was round 1, 2023, which has really split them up. But that was a pretty well documented stat, that one. So that's a reckless one. Shorty F6, Lukey Mack, Norwich, and Vloston Daddy. So Luke will have a bit of a buffer here. 30 points. Scars, Vloston Daddy. Norwich is into 4th and Harvey 5th. Question 6. Port Adelaide belted the Dogs, led by their skipper Connor Rosie. How many disposals did he have in the first quarter? 15, 13, 16, or 18? Oh, gee. Heaney out. How's me side going to look? I think I can cover them, but it's going to be it'll be a slip in the rankings for sure, I reckon. Like, I'm going to have some rookies on field that could do anything. 18 possessions in the first quarter. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't reckon we've seen that since Darren Milburn dominated down at the Cats. I think he had 17. Green Pie, Baslenka, Big Wang, Shorty, Libba, and Riz. So Riz must be thereabouts. He's 9th. Lukey Mack, Boston Daddy, Harvey, Libba, and D-Mac. So it's all about trying to catch Luke from here. Question 7. Mateus Filippo played his best game for the Saints on the weekend. What number was he drafted in the 2022 National Draft? This is one for Harvey here. 5, 3, 10, or 8? I think this might have been the St Kilda-related question I was thinking of, actually. So not quite game-related, but I reckon I'm sure Harvey was in nice and quick there. I'll be expecting him to get this one right up there. He was, of course, drafted pick number 10. Slipped a little bit. Pentosa, Josh, Harvey, Baslenka, and Luke. So got it right, Luke. So he's still well clear. 30-plus points. Harvey, D-Mac, Big Wang, Shorty into fourth, and Vloston, Daddy. He's returned. He's seeking that victory. Sean Manor returned to the Cats side with immediate impact, laying how many tackles on Saturday against the Hawks? Again, we did discuss this one not too long ago, so I think most will get it right. But did he lay 11, 14, 16, or 10 tackles? 14 tackles. So there you go. Basically, everyone getting that one right. Good to see from the young lad. He's not that young. He's like 26. Pentosa, Scuzz, Harvey, Riz, and McCuzza. So can they catch Luke? Harvey, D-Mac, Big Wang, Shorty, and Scuzz. So the gap was closed a little bit. Question 9. Which of these Fremantle players wears the highest number? Sean Darcy, Nat Fyfe, Andy Brayshaw, or Caleb Sarong? It was Andy Brayshaw. Darcy wears 4, 5, 7. Brayshaw 8, and Sarong wears number 3. Pentosa again. Shorty's hook up. Poor ointment. Joshy Martin and NFI. Wow, Harvey goes to the top. There you go. Big lead change there. Question 10. Which of these young key forwards has kicked the most goals in their career? Logan McDonald, Jai Miss, Todd Marshall, or Mitch Lewis? Disappointing news with Lewis throughout the week, that's for sure. Not good to see at all. Certainly wasn't Jai Miss. Todd Marshall is the guy. It was pretty much out of Lewis and Marshall, the only two to have 120 plus, and Marshall kicked about 30 more goals than him. D-Mac, Paw, Shorty's hook up, Shorty F6, and Big Wang Shorty. He could move up the ranks a bit. He's into third. Harvey, Lukey Mac, Pentosa, and D-Mac. So Pentosa, he's moving quick here. Question 11. Which of these players did not finish in the top 5? So did not. 3 of these blokes did in last year's Brownlow medal. Zach Butters, Errol Goulden, Marcus Bontempelli, or Christian Petrarca? I feel like this one is a relatively easy one, but I guess we'll find out. No. Wow, there you go. Petrarca, most thought it was Butters. There you go. So Butters was equal 4th, Petrarca 6th. Scuzz, Norwich, Kai, Riz, and Paw. So Paw and Scuzz, they could be around it. Scuzz is 3rd. Lukey Max back. He's on top. 5 points. Question 12. Can he steal it? On Friday night, Zach Merritt was one of the best of field, racking up 30 touches. How many of those were score involvements? 18, 15, 12, or 11? Now, again, seems a bit niche, but it's a well-documented stat, and a lot of you guys I know would be Zach Merritt owners. So can Luke hold on? He's held the lead for much of this one, or can Harvey grip it back? It was 15 score involvements, and it's really gone right in the middle there. This could be anything. In 3rd place is Pentosa. Darn it, neither of them got it right. Oh, boy. He holds on by 5 points. Great win there from Luke. That's back-to-back. And Harvey, he left early. Or did he not get that one right? Or did he? Oh, boy. Don't tell me he got dunked out. And Big Wang went, what's going on? Jeez. Pentosa, D-Mac, Scuzz, Chaz, lost to Daddy Baslenka, Joshy Martin, Riz left early. I don't know if people left early or they just cracked the shits or had some internet issues, but oh no. What happened, Harvey? Oh no. Oh no, Harvey. So answer us honestly, mate. Did you know it was 15? Because that's terribly, terribly brutal. So why did some people get? What happened there, guys? What happened saying you got kicked? Like, how does that even happen? Well done, Harvey. I think. Look, we'll blame that one on technical difficulties. That's. I think you can rest easy, probably knowing that you probably would have taken that one out. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Nothing went wrong on my end, but it looks like for 3 or 4 of you, it's just fucked up. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, guys. Look, Harvey, you're a winner in my eyes there, mate. I think you would have got that one. Yeah. That doesn't happen too often, does it? I don't think I can get as many of you guys in if I did Kahoot, that's all. But, yeah, for sure, Luke, for sure. Cheers. Oh, poor bro. I only watched the Pies game. Yeah, well, you probably did all right, all considering then. Good stuff, guys. All right, well, I'm not going to muck around because I've got some tennis to watch, I reckon. So, thanks very much for tuning in. Thanks for your comments. It's always good fun. Plenty of banter. Always appreciate it. So, I'll certainly talk to you guys soon. We'll have a preview out on Thursday. So, yeah, we'll cover all the topics which we've covered today in a bit more of a condensed version. But thank you very much, guys. See you, J-Tube, Sean. Thanks, Norwich. See you, Paw. Yes, nice, mate. Go up the Cats on Friday. Up the Cats. Charlie, Harvey, good stuff. See you, Luke. We'll do. See you, Paw. Thank you, James. No worries, Magpies, even. See you, Kai. Yes, go the Cats, mate. See you, Tiger. Have a good week, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. See you later, guys. Catch you, Matt. Paw.